Welcome to the Red and Gold 24/7.
Ready, go, ready, go, ready, go, ready, go. Ready, go, ready, go, ready, go, ready, go.
Welcome to the Faithful Empire. Boom. I hope you guys can hear me. I had to do a mic check real quick. Sorry, guys. Yo, what's up, Faithful? What's going on? And of course, I called this one playoff bound because we're playoff bound, guys. All right. Quest for 6 is open for business. And of course, mine I always call 49ers take 6. All right. We're off to the first round. All right. Boy, am I excited. I know all Niner fans are excited. I've been seeing the feeds. Oh, my God. It's been blowing up for the last 24 hours or so, you know. So it's a wonderful thing, all right? So, and I know there's some comments coming right now. I'll be right with you guys, all right? Let me go through my things real quick, all right? That we're all good, all right? First, I want to welcome back to the Red and Gold 24/7, all right? So, and of course, I know I'm a little messed up here, but it's all right. We are live on all major platforms, all right? YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, and Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, all right? And if they're not live on Instagram or TikTok, I will be posting them on there later on after the show's done, all right? So it's all good. Okay. Now, if you want to join it, that's it right there. You call that number by audio, or you can go in the description in the comments, in the chat room, wherever it is. You know, it's mostly the chat room anyway. So go in there and pop you in. It's really easy to use, guys. It really is. So, but let me see here. It's your first time here, of course. Please hit that subscribe button. All right. I really appreciate it. I really would. And yes, it's been over a year since I started this thing. Over a year. My last show I did, I announced it at the end. After everybody went off. I'm very happy where it's going now. I really am. I never thought that it would go this far. So, but I'm very happy with it. My wife knows it too. She knows it. So, all right. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to do this right way if I can, if I find my thing back again. All right, here we go. So, basically, I'm going to bring my first guy in here. All right. You're one of the guys who I saw on Twitter, you know, asked me if you want to come on the show. He agreed. So, we're all good. All right. I want you to meet Alvin. But hold on. Sorry, Alvin. I messed you up. That was my bad, man. That was my bad. Sorry, man. That was me. What's up, Alvin? What's on, man?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me on.
No problem, man. No problem, dude. Try and get back in things. I haven't done this in a while. It's been a while. But yeah, man. I tell you, man. Here it is. It's coming. That Quest for 6 is here, man. It is. It's here. And what you got to say about the last game so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think that last game looked pretty impressive. I think Brock Purdy, he didn't have his best game, even though, I mean, technically he threw 3 touchdowns. But I think it's all up from here. I think he's going to do it against the Seahawks. He's proven he can go into Seattle and do it, so he'll probably do it at home at Levi's. Just got to pound the ball and play solid defense.
You won't mess myself up. Yeah, I'm all good, man. I was posting the link on the description on the comment section. Hey, Brian, what's up, Brian? How you been, man? Yeah, man, if you want to join it, you ready to hit that. Go in the comments, all right, there and there, all right? If you want to join it. If you're camera shy, it's all good. Just go in the comments. It's all good. So, yeah, man, my takes from it was, I tell you, I knew we could beat them, the Cards. I knew we could. It's just the fact, we just had to play our game. I know it was a little sketchy in the first,
Yeah.
like they've been saying on Twitter all around the place that our defense has been scattering for the last couple of games, but we all don't know if it's because they're trying not to kill themselves before they go into the playoffs. Because you don't want to full power yourself, even though you got the seed. But we were fighting for that first seed, which the Eagles already won it. So I had a feeling they were going to beat the freaking Giants anyway. But we got the second seed, and we were all waiting for of course, what team we were going to go against. And of course, a lot of people were saying that they want to go against the Seahawks. And I didn't want to face Seahawks again, but plus I didn't want to face Aaron Rodgers. I knew he has that miracle arm he always does. So
I'd rather face the Seahawks than Aaron Rodgers.
that's why. That's the reason why I couldn't stay in 2021 when he killed us with that freaking long bomb he threw to Devontae Adams.
Right.
That's what I even told everybody. That last touchdown by Juice was too early. We had to kill that time, and I had a feeling we left too much time on that clock for Aaron Rodgers. So, but otherwise than that, I ain't worried about that. We're not gonna get the Packers. We're gonna get the freaking Seahawks again. My think is about going against the Seahawks is that we have to play our game.
Yeah.
And the one thing I recognize, and I'm sure all the faithful all recognize right now, who do we got right now? We got everybody healthy.
Yep.
The only thing we were worrying about was Greenlaw and the other guy. What was the other guy's name?
Aaron Banks.
Aaron Banks.
Yeah.
Now, they've been said that they are going to be playing, so they're expected to play, which I'm glad. I'm really glad. Dude, I don't think there's anybody that's injured right now, is there? We have a full roster now, right?
Yeah, outside of the usual suspects like Jimmy Garoppolo and
I
some
got
of
you.
the other guys.
I don't see if Jimmy Garoppolo even comes in here, he won't come into at least the right to the NFC Championship or Super Bowl. But I don't want to see him.
I don't want to see him either. He should be a
Brock in
backup.
there.
He should be a backup. Absolutely.
Yep. And by the way, I'm going to give you a nice sign to you. I like that poster behind you on your left side. The championship flag. I love that flag. I do, man. I love it. Cool, man. Cool. Very cool.
Gotta
cool.
rock the Super Bowl championships.
Yeah, man. You got to rock on that no matter what,
Mm-hmm.
So, well, our quest is open for business. And where so far are you looking for in practice? Are we going to play hard, or just try to warm themselves up for the game? Do you think?
Oh yeah, I mean we have to go all in, and if we're gonna win, we have to go all in.
Well, I'm saying that I'm talking about like when you're practicing, you're just jogging around, and we don't want to go full force in the practice and get hurt.
Yeah.
Sorry for saying that, faithful. Sorry, but for me, I'm just hoping we stay out of that and just go forward. So, but now I wanted to go fast forward while I was listening to last night. I was watching a press conference. I wanted to bring this up. The presser I saw with George Kittle, and I have all respect for him, all the grandmoms out there. Yeah, both my grandmoms are passed away, and it was a great moment for having him and his grandmom there, his wife. It was a wonderful thing. He gave his game ball to his grandmother, 100 years old. Congratulations. And plus, he said something about, I noticed another thing I wanted to bring up. I forget what the hell it was now. I'm having brain farts. But I love how he gave one of the game balls to his grandmother. Loved it. I really did. Did you see anything out of the pressers? Do you actually see the pressers or no? Watch the pressers.
I missed the part about the grandma.
Yeah, They brought actually one of the rereaders brought that up to him, and that's the reason why he brought it up too, and told everybody about it. So, um, my takes, man, about it was he said something. He was talking about something else, but I forget what it was now. I had it in my head. I know I should have wrote it down, but I never write things down. That's the way I am. But because I just brought it onto it. But yeah, the presses were really great. Purdy did a great job at his presser. I loved it, and he just had his moments of thinking what he could do be better for his offense. But to me, he just plays his game. That's what he does. He plays his game. I love how he plays his game. You know, and of course, I know I have it on here, and I'm actually going to. I'll share it to you guys. I literally just got this too. So, if you 1 second, guys, I'll get you guys going. Sorry about that. Yeah, I know. Just trying to get and going here real quick for you. All right, here we go. I just saw this too. I wanted to bring this up. Brock Purdy info ranks. He's first in everything except for ties. Man. And I do not want to, and like everybody else has been talking about it, compare him to Joe Montana. I'm not comparing him to Joe Montana at all.
I wouldn't go there yet.
yeah, me neither. But me, this kid is special, and I mean, I don't want to jinx her or nothing, but that's the way I feel about him, and yeah, cheers up there, Bryant. Cheers up, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, well, Brock Purdy, I think he was a good gift, and I even said this in the beginning of the season when I saw Lance get hurt and Garoppolo going in, and they had Purdy backing up Garoppolo. I told myself, watch Purdy be the dark horse of this team. Watch me, dark horse. I can't say, I don't want to say I'm right. I don't want to take full credit for it. I'm sure everybody's been saying it, but watch him be a dark horse. And I'm so glad that Mitchell's back and helping out CMC, because I don't want CMC getting all the carries and killing himself. But that's just the way I feel about that. So, yeah, Brock Purdy and his NFL ranks is awesome. First place most in everything he does. So, okay. So, is there anything else you want to bring up about the game or what we're going against with Seahawks next week? Do you think?
we got to be careful about a letdown.
Gotcha. Okay.
We got to guard against it. Look at what happened at the Raider game.
Mm-hmm. They're all talking about the special teams. Their special teams. To me, I'm not afraid of their special teams. I'm not afraid of Seahawks one bit. I'm not afraid of them. But that's just me. I mean, are you afraid about this game or anything about a game?
Just got to play our style of football.
Yeah.
Got to run the ball and got to play swarm defense and put pressure on Geno Smith.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm hoping Brock and not Brock, Bosa. Yeah, I hope Bosa brings that pressure on that line with that line. I hope they do. It'll bring so much heat. From that decent line, and everybody's healthy. Kinlaw's back. Oh man, this would be a wonderful thing. It really would be. So they opened up the matchup between both of them. All right, they opened both matchup with them at 10 points spread.
Yeah.
And then later on, actually, it was early this morning. I looked at it. It went 10.5, 10.5. Mm-hmm. Now, I wonder where that 10.5 came from. That's what I'm wondering.
I think they realize that Seahawks are no match for the 49ers.
That's a good one. No match at all, man. Really. And God, all this stuff floating around. I mean, the injury report was wonderful. What Kyle was talking about. Just who was it? That who was that? He said
Givens.
it.
Givens is coming
Givens,
back.
yeah, Givens, and Givens, Kevin Givens is actually supposed to come back and play this week now too.
That's right.
Dude,
Big
man,
addition back.
yep, mm-hmm. Man, this wow. I know all the 49er fans are thinking right now, as we're not on Tuesday yet, so halfway through this week, they'll be saying to themselves, wow, we have a full roster, and hoping to God that we come out of this first game. I'm not gonna say the I word, but just keep it as that.
Yeah.
I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah.
Then I'll piss off a lot of 49er fans.
That's why they can't overuse any one particular player. They got to have a rotation.
I got you. Yeah. Hey, Bryant, if you're still there, if you want to come in, man, you can. All right, come on in here. All right, don't be shy. All right, man. But yeah, the line was 10. It was 10.5. I wonder if it's still the same. It probably is. But there was another game too. I know we're not worried about the other teams, but I just wanted to bring this up real quick. That's all. Yeah, we're at 10 now. Still, we're at 10. I guess went back to 10. But the other game, yeah, I changed it. Never mind. No. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. Dolphins and Bills. Dolphins and Bills is 10.5. It's favored of Buffalo, of course. So, yep, that's what it was. Now, when I'm not saying if, when we go to the next round, who would you rather play against? The Giants or Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Damn. I seen a lot of people talking about the Giants. A lot of people. Wow.
I think Kirk Cousins could be had.
Can be had. Can be had. Why is that? His mobility or his age or what is it? You think?
He throws a lot of interceptions. If he gets pressured, I mean, he just breaks down.
Gotcha.
It's kind of like when we beat Minnesota a couple years ago in 2019. I mean, we just completely just demoralized them.
Demoralized them. Damn. Who are you more afraid of to go against? Minnesota or Giants? Do you think? Hey, Bryant. Yeah, you still here? You come on in if you're one, man. If you want, if you're not camera shy, come on in here, right? Here, I'll show you. You're still here, I know. That's good. Come on in if you want to, man. It's real easy. So, yeah, my question was that who scares you more? For me, between arms wise, I mean, I don't know how I know I don't watch Kirk Cousins that much every day, but I know Daniel Jones is younger, so I just don't know how much of a cannon he has. That's the problem. But I don't know, man. That'd be a tough task. It would to figure out who's better, who was not better. Oh, Bryant says Vikings. Vikings. Okay, cool, very cool. All right. Now, let me see here. I know I had something on here also. I wanted to bring it up real quick. I'm sorry. Sorry if I'm boring you guys. So I'm just trying to put together my stuff here. Yeah, I got you. All right, cool. What's your other thing I wanted to bring up now? Where is it? Yeah. All right, here we go. Now, right now, we are popping off a 10 game. We actually wrote off with 10 game winning streak. All right, 10 game winning streak. and that is it? I think they said it was a record, but I don't think it's a record because, who was it? Was it Mariucci's team that went, or was it wasn't Harbaugh?
It was Mariucci in 97.
Mariucci,
Yeah,
97.
Yeah.
Okay, and it was 12. It was 12-0, wasn't it?
Was it that much?
I think it was 12. I think it was 12. I heard Mariucci talking about it too. Mariucci, I think it was 12. I think they went 12-3. I think that's what he said. Yeah, if I remember correctly. So I was watching the part of the halftime with Mariucci in it, and dude, we started 3-4. What was your thoughts, or Brian Colt? What was your thoughts about us starting at 3-4 before this winning streak happened? Alvin.
Yeah, I mean, to me, honestly, I was pretty upset. I was actually one of the ones in the camp that were saying fire Kyle Shanahan. Because I couldn't believe we were starting 3-4. We had lost to the Bears and the Broncos. I was like, this can't be happening.
Okay.
I was pissed.
Yeah, I couldn't believe we lost against the Broncos and freaking Bears. I couldn't believe that. And then it all turned around.
I was the ones wanting to fire Shanahan. I was like pushing for him to get fired.
Damn.
And now look at us.
Now, our last loss was against Kansas City. Okay. Do you agree on when we got CMC that would change our offense?
Yes. Big time.
Yep. Everybody would say the same thing. I know. And to me, yes, it was. Because we all know that he has that burst, but do you really see Mostert inside of him, or he's his own self? Do you think?
I think he's his own self. I mean, he's just a beast.
Yep. But I love how. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry, man.
No, go ahead.
I just love how CMC, when he goes through the hole, he bursts right through it. He don't take no time. He just does it. That's what I love about him. Yep. And I know for a fact that Mason does mostly the same thing. But Mason, when he jukes and he finds a place to go into, he'll go into it. So that's what I love about him. So, but Mitchell, oh man, Mitchell can run. That boy can run. And we are going to have we're going to have a 3-headed monster coming in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
A 3-headed monster is back again. And this is probably the first time we're going to have a 3-headed monster for all season. Because we didn't have CMC when we had Mitchell.
Right.
So, as I said, CMC, Mitchell, and Mason together, that's a great trio right there. Good trio.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. I really do. So, yeah, you see here.
Plus, it allows the players to stay fresh.
Oh, yeah.
And not get beat up.
That's why I love about the defensive line now, because defensive line's getting healthy now, and everybody's coming back for the first round. Ken Law's back. Kevin Ginson's coming back. We're getting healthy again. That's what's a great thing about it, you know? And right now, I know for a fact we are the only ones. What's up, Drewski?
What's going on?
What's up? And I know that we're the only ones right now to go in the playoffs with a backup quarterback that I know of.
And going to win it with a backup quarterback. We're gonna
Comedy hour is here. Comedy hour.
We're going to get to that right away.
How you doing, Drew? What's going on, bro?
I'm all right, man. How about yourself?
Hey, living a dream.
Hey,
going to work in the morning.
Me too. And I got to be up. I had to jump on real quick because I got to be at work at 5.
I got to be at work at 6. So,
oh man, you get an extra little bit of sleep.
No, I'll be up an hour early. Don't worry.
I'm jealous. Man, so, they've been killing us at work this week. I'm gonna have to go and hear all this Georgia stuff
I
Oh
got you,
my
man.
gosh. I'm trying to prepare
Yeah.
my mindset.
What'd
They
you
sit
what'd you
there.
what'd you think
They,
about the Seacock or not Seacock? I'm sorry, Cardinal game. Sorry,
oh, I
thinking that too
loved it.
much.
I loved it. Oh my goodness. I was like, I was, going to root for my team, but I was definitely rooting for the Giants too. I was like, please, Giants. And I seen the Giants coming back in the middle of the game. And I was like, yes, this is good. Everything's going good. And they let me down. Then I seen us finish the game off and I was lifted back up. Listen, our running back game is crazy. Like
Hmm.
with Elijah back, I was just looking and I'm like, going into this playoffs, we're going to use Elijah, Christian, and Jordan. And man, them three that's crazy. Jordan Mason, we've been waiting for this like all year. I promise we've been saying his name over and over
Exactly
and
what Mav was
over.
saying. Mav, that's what he's been saying
We've been
about
saying his
Mason.
name over and over, just waiting. I was like, at first, remember, I was like, who is he? I seen just a highlight video of him come. I'm like, who is this guy? Y'all was like, it's not a new running back. I'm like, yeah, we got a new running back. It was like, no, he's been there, just sitting on the bench. Now all of a
Yeah,
sudden he
man.
getting his play time and
Hmm.
showing out. The big
I
question is, I've been waiting to get on here, Ryan. I told you I had
Mhm.
to get some stuff off. I'm asking Ryan and Mr. Alvin Rock, how you doing?
hmm
Good, good, good.
Let me
How you
ask y'all something.
doing?
Brock's undefeated.
hmm
Brock is showing out. We know Jimmy's probably going to leave. Who are we starting next year?
You got to have an open competition between Trey and Brock.
But which this is the see, I've talked to people and they say the same thing. And then when I respond, it makes them think. Because now you're giving an open competition. Everything we gave up from Trey, you're going to see him bench if he loses the competition. That's a waste of everything we gave up for this draft pick to get put out by Mr. Irrelevant. And now we have to look at it as, did we waste these picks? Did we waste this money? How do we be okay with starting Brock?
Yeah, you got to let it play out. I mean, I think if Brock is the guy, he'll beat Trey in the competition. But Trey's got the skill set of Mahomes. How do you pass on a Patrick Mahomes for a second time?
I
You got
get
you got
that.
to give that a chance.
But Trey comes out, he finally gets a start this year. And as a fan, I love Trey. I was rooting for Trey. I've been rooting for Trey, still root for Trey. But when he came out and I watched that Chicago game, I seen the shakiness. I said, first game, all right. Second game comes, he still looks a little shaky. And I'm like, all right. Then Garoppolo comes back in. Garoppolo saves the day a little bit. Then Brock comes in, and Brock just looks like he is the going on quarterback. You
Yeah,
have to, like you said, looking at a skill set and a quarterback battle. Brock wins this battle. What does it make our organization look like that we gave all of this up for this pick and not going to use him?
I think that's okay. You can still have him as a backup. I mean, Brock's going to need a backup in case he gets hurt.
Okay. Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. But that's like sitting, okay, I'll put it like this. That's like saying, Love outduels Aaron Rodgers. Now we got to sit quarterback Aaron Rodgers on the bench.
I hear you. It's not an
We
easy
gave
conversation.
we yeah we gave up so much. I just was like, I've been crossed because it's like I'm rooting for him, but then it's like I'm rooting for Trey, and we're all on the same team. So I'm just happy we have a quarterback. But at the same time, I'm starting to think like, man, that was a lot we gave up to take a guy and sit him on the bench.
Yeah. But those
Now
are
I'm
the
thinking,
breaks. Those are the breaks, man. That's how the ball bounces.
oh god,
You've heard this jam. These are the breaks.
yes, that's what I'm like, man. I kept thinking about that week by week, and I keep watching Brock, and I'm like, this guy's really good.
Yeah.
And I keep watching, and I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for a mistake. He'll slip up, And it's not like waiting for it in a bad way. It's just like waiting, like, okay, maybe we'll. But no, this guy is really good. And I'm like, all right, now we waste the money. We could
Yeah,
have just waited and grabbed the last pick and then had our draft.
Steve Young mentioned on the KMBR Murph and Mac show that he thinks that Brock Purdy has the Force. You know, like Star Wars, the Force.
Yes,
That it
he
factor.
does. He
He may
does.
not have a big arm and may not be super fast, but
I
man, he knows how to
I've
handle the
seen him
business.
use the force when he threw it and he guided the ball over to the receiver. I've seen it. And the fact of he's not super fast, he's still mobile.
Yeah,
I like the way he gets out the pocket. I like the way he throws on the run. And it's like if Jimmy could have that, it would be great. But at the same time, because Jimmy, hey, he shocked me this year. And I'm like, man,
Hey,
maybe
Drewski.
it was the surgery.
Hey, Drewski.
What's
You
going
mean
on?
you mean he's not a statue?
Yeah, he's definitely not. He is not the Garoppolo pose.
Mm-hmm.
Garoppolo does the Garoppolo pose in the background and sits there. He either lets it go or he doesn't, and he's still just sitting there.
That
And
kid.
he's and
That
he's
kid.
throwing down the field. I'm like, yo, we're getting big plays.
yep,
That
And
kid
he's
has
using
one.
Kittle. I'm like, we was doing the fantasy, Ryan. I picked Kittle as my first pick. We all
Mm-hmm,
talked about it, made the jokes. I
mm-hmm.
was not getting points. I get Brock in, and boom, Kittle is used again.
yep.
I'm like, wait a second. Wait a second. He's finding Kittle more than Garoppolo? Wait a second. This kid is pretty good.
And Garoppolo is Kittle's boy too.
Listen, I was thinking that. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on between them two. He was not throwing to him. Even the announcers was talking about it.
Yeah,
It was like, this is like one of the fewest times that Kittle is not getting targeted. He's not getting the ball. And then all of a sudden, boom, it changes.
yep,
I'm like,
Now,
listen,
now, if we end up starting Lance next year, if we do win the Super Bowl with Purdy, do we keep or not? Do we keep? Do we play Lance as a starter?
to start the season,
Yes, next year.
that's what I'm saying.
I
I
know.
have no idea.
The question is a question for the ages for for the whole offseason,
It's
really.
crazy because you're right. If he can win out and win a Super Bowl with Brock Purdy, I'm gonna be honest. As a GM, Lance, man, you got to take the back seat for a second. If he
yep,
messes up, we'll put you in. This
yep,
man just came in because that means for him to win a Super Bowl, right? He's already undefeated. That means he goes to the playoffs undefeated and the toughest yard undefeated, and he wins the Super. Oh man, yeah,
yeah.
you got to sit bench, man.
It says he's the truth. If he wins the Super Bowl, you can't fight against that.
No, you got to sit bench, man. I'm sorry. I know
Yeah,
what we gave up for you. I know we told you you are the franchise quarterback coming up. Yeah, about that. Yeah. I think you need to sit down, son. That's when you put
yeah,
the hand on the shoulder.
yeah,
You put the hand on the shoulder. Sit down, son. We need to have a talk.
yeah.
Talk
Brian
about the
says
birds and the bees.
yeah, Brian says it too. Lance should have to win the position.
Yeah, I mean, now you have to win that bet. You have to come out and you got to go in the quarterback battle. As Alvin said, you got to go in the quarterback battle, and you're gonna have to beat out Brock, especially if he wins the Super Bowl. Oh my goodness, that's a chip on your shoulder because you're gonna have to knock it off of his. He gonna be riding the high horse. I won a Super Bowl. I ended the season undefeated. What can you tell me? What y'all want me
No,
to sit bench? What can you tell
no,
me?
We can't trade
no,
Brock Purdy.
Brian. No, man. No, I do not agree with that 100%. I do not. I'm sorry, Brian. No
Yeah.
disrespect to you,
If
man.
anybody's going to get traded, it's going to be Trey Lance.
No way.
Yeah, I
Brock,
thought about that
no way.
scenario too. Take a
Sorry,
trade and get
Brian.
draft
Sorry,
picks
man.
back.
Yeah, but let's not go there if we don't have to. Let's try and keep both.
I say this: we'll get rid of Garoppolo. Look in the draft, grab a nice little solid third string quarterback just to have, and then let them two battle it out.
Hey,
No,
Oh,
you guys realize? Do you guys realize we probably would have won the Super Bowl last year if it wasn't for Garoppolo?
yep.
That NFC Championship game against the Rams, Garoppolo choked.
hold
Come
on.
on,
That
man, he
that
choked.
and Tart dropping that INT.
Yeah, but we can't put it all on Tart. I mean, that was Garoppolo not being clutch and throwing interceptions.
That whole last play scenario, I was so pissed off.
That was
I'm
terrible.
like, okay, you had a chance, right?
Right?
First of all, we still had a timeout left. You
Yep.
run out of bounds, bam, we got another play in the timeout. You decide to, I'm just going to throw. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put you on a situation. This is the same thing that took you out from your injury. Instead of just going down, you try to run.
Yep.
Like you do the dumbest mistakes under pressure. Like this is
Yeah.
not smart thinking. You're not a running back. You're not just going to make big plays and run out of it. That's not you. It's not you. You don't have that scramble in you. You don't have it. Josh Allen has it. Brock Purdy has it. It's a couple other guys. You don't have it.
No, Garoppolo doesn't have it.
Much as you want to think, like I know you're trying to prove a point. Everybody says I can't run. Watch me. Don't watch me. Just play a game.
He got plastered. Yeah.
So I'm looking at these mistakes because I'm like, there goes his injury, him trying to run. He tried to run and make something happen in the Rams game. Yes, you're right. Cost us the Super Bowl. Like with this guy, Brock, he doesn't make the mistakes.
It doesn't. He's smart.
I kind of hate to say that. He doesn't make these mistakes. It's really going to be a battle. And I don't like having a good quarterback battle because you kind of want to be set. You like, I want to be solid going on to the next season. I want to know whose jersey I'm going to buy to start the season off if I want to wear the starter's jersey. It's like, that's confusing.
Yep.
And now you're thinking of, as I said, the money we're giving up. And you're like, dang, did we mess up with Trey? We could have just used the best, we got the last man of the draft and he's showing out compared to we did all these trades, lost a lot of picks, got this guy who, I mean, on what we've seen, he's good, but maybe needs a little bit more work. Somebody pointed something out. They said he has the talent, he has the ability, the agility, everything that you look at in the quarterback. He looks like he has trouble reading defenses in his playbook. And I'm like, maybe they're right.
Yeah. Could be a little bit of a project.
Well, we got an off season.
Would you trade Brock for a first rounder?
No.
I can't.
Can't do it.
I can't. That would be a huge mistake because if he wins,
what's Trey Lance's value
right now?
Yeah,
Probably
I
third or
say
fourth round draft pick.
I say third or fourth. If you had to trade, he would give you a third or fourth because of his injury. And if you really think about what he showed you, I mean, you got the whole Denver game from that season before, and then you got the loss to Chicago in the rain. So now you're looking like, hey, this guy can't play under weather conditions, as well as, he had a little issues. And then you look at the second game where like, okay, he got, it's a little shaky and he got hurt. Like you start worrying like, do we got another Jalen Hurd on our hands? That's what you don't want to say.
No.
The guy had so much talent coming in and couldn't even get on the field.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to have them issues of a guy who gets this. Yeah, he's so talented. He did this, but you can't get on the field.
Right.
We need somebody who's going to be out there in the field. We need somebody who's going to want to play. We need somebody who's going to take chances, take the risk, and make plays. And right now, Brock Purdy is that guy. He's looking pretty good. he's that guy.
that was a nice plug there. Nice plug there, Drew. Nice plug. I like the plug.
Thank. I come up with him.
Not what Niners paid for Trey. Well, just think about it. When he was in college, he only had 1 year. He would have had a second year, but wasn't for the pandemic started in 2020.
Right.
before
he never had
which
a
he
chance
so.
to
which he
play in
decided to
college.
play only one
Mhm.
game. He played
Yep.
one game that season just to have like a little stock going into the draft. And then come to find out, if you look at the stats, that one game didn't show really like the first round pick, honestly. The
Yeah.
stats on the one game that he played as his last game before college was like, oh, he's all right. Not something that I'm like, yeah, man, we got to give up the ball for, give like all these picks up. They're like, okay, well, we was betting on with the season before. He didn't have all these interceptions. He had an arm for a deep ball. And it was something we all needed. We know that. We needed less interceptions. We needed the deep ball. But now it's like, you just got to look at the situation now. I say wait till the end of the playoffs, then we'll figure out. Wait till off season, and then let's see what we do with them. Until then, let's live in the moment. Let's beat the Seacocks. Let's keep it going. Cause man, I've been laughing all day. I said, man, they gave us a bye week for the first round. Isn't that sweet of them? They gave us because I mean, just look at the last game we played against them. People been telling me, oh man, but this is a playoff team. You know, when people come to playoffs, they play a little harder. Okay, so he's gonna go from throwing like 90 yards to maybe 101 yards and still lose the game. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, who's really, I'm sorry, Geno Smith, how long? He was great at West Virginia. He's been a backup ever since. Seahawks decided to actually start this man and then give him a chance. And he did pretty decent. He still played like a backup quarterback. I'm going to be honest. I don't care. Call it biased or whatever you want to say. To me, he looked like a backup quarterback still. He still made backup quarterback mistakes. This is why it caused the loss of their games. Half the games that they did still win was made by the rookie Kenneth Walker making big running plays.
Yeah.
We have literally the number one defense. What the guy from the Ravens, the Redskins head coach, turned around and said, "Man, these guys have the fastest linebacker set I've seen."
Yeah.
When we
Ron
played the
Rivera.
Redskins, he came out and said, "We had to." So you're running. You can try that if you want to. You got to get through three of the fastest linebackers in the league.
Yeah. It'll be fun to watch.
Man, it's gonna look like this championship game right now.
Yeah.
Before we get to that question right there, hey Drewski, tell us about that shit going on. What's going on with it?
The Bias Podcast is always, is a work in progress. I'm actually why I was rushing things at first, kind of slowed it down due to certain things, but I've been coming up with new ideas and even ways to make it better. So that's been actually good. I feel like the time is going to come, but when it does, oh man, it's going to be a hit. We're going to make moves. I want to have guests on there, as y'all know. I would like to have all of y'all going to be speaking about a lot of things, whether it's entertainment, sports, politics, music, movies, which I love, whatever. But it is definitely going to be, as it said, as said, you know, we're going to talk about what we know, not what is said or what somebody else has said. The show is basically your personal thoughts, your personal opinions, which brings up the word bias. So we can go by stats and whatever you want to see, like when you're talking sports, but really it'll be like me saying, hey, I like this guy because I like this guy. And we're going to keep it like that. I like this song because I like this song. And that's how we're going to work that show. I can't wait to get it going.
Good man, go. It's a bias D. Can't wait for it, man. Can't wait for it. Can't wait, man.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to keep both quarterbacks. How about you guys?
We will.
Yeah. That's a safe thing to do.
That is the safest. Whether he wins the Super Bowl, like I said, I'll still do a quarterback battle, but I'll definitely keep both of them.
Yep. I agree with that.
Okay. Good. I think Trey is great and has a lot of talent. I don't think the Niners wanted a rookie quarterback. They wanted a veteran. That's a good one, actually, Brian. I like that one. I do. Because you seen how Kyle wanted so much. He wanted we were just talking about it too. We were just talking about him. Oh, Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins. He wanted Kirk Cousins so bad. Hey, I'm kind of, to me, I'm kind of glad he didn't go for Kirk Cousins. I'm kind of glad it didn't. And I'm definitely glad we didn't go for Deshaun Watson either. I did not want Deshaun Watson because that would have been a major distraction because of what was going on in his personal life.
Forget the distraction. Look how this guy is playing.
Yep. Yep.
Hey, I think he is rusty, man. That man came back, and I don't know what this thing. I said, so glad we didn't get him. So glad we didn't get him.
Let me see here. All right. Now, I know I got maybe less 10 minutes left before I go on the road and some wifey up. Of course, Drewski knows that. So basically, I know we're probably going to talk about more about it, the bracket. Now, I know the bracket is probably one of the most important things right now because all the teams that are on it and who you think that will probably go against in championship and all that hogwash. So, but for me, I don't know who's got what, but I think there's no great thing to talk about, really. So, I mean, for me, I got, I know for a fact that Ivan he won in Minnesota. So, to me, I really don't care. To me, 'cause I think we could beat both of them. So that's just me. So. What do you guys think about that? Who you want to go against it? I know Ivan said Minnesota, but what about you, Drewski? What's up, Craig? What's going on, brother? Yeah, you made it, man. Here's the show.
Hey, I only got a little bit of time, but I can give y'all my picks real quick.
It's all good. Go ahead, man.
So look, I'm breaking down for you. I got an upset. Jacksonville's going to win that game. Cincinnati's going to win that game. It says Buffalo, New England, but that's not New England. It's Buffalo and Dolphins, and I think Buffalo's going to sweep that game. Tampa Bay and Dallas. I think Tampa Bay's going to stun Dallas because them Cowgirls ain't it. I think Minnesota's going to beat New York, and of course, I got us going. As it goes from there, you'll have Kansas City versus Jacksonville. Kansas City will go. Cincinnati versus Buffalo. Buffalo will go. Kansas City versus Buffalo. I got Buffalo going to the Super Bowl. Get to the opposite side. I'm just going to tell you, it's going to be Philly versus 49ers, and I got us going to the Super Bowl.
That's going to be tough winning in Philadelphia. That's going to be a challenge.
Listen, I've looked up the stats, right? We won in Philadelphia more times than we've even won in our own home. It's crazy stats. The thing is, we haven't really played them in a playoff atmosphere, which I guess is going to be loud. But we take over stadiums.
Yeah, we do.
We take over stadiums. It's going to be an even still. And I don't think that Jalen's going to be able to play the way he thinks he's going to be able to play. We all remember Jalen, if you take it back to Alabama, when it comes under pressure of big games. He has no Tua to replace him this time. He has to play this game out and get hit by the defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I bet it's gonna be Drew's gonna be fun for you and Q.
Oh man, you already know we done started the trash talk already. We've already started. I've been getting on him all day since yesterday to today. Sending memes to him, everything. I say, man, listen, you already know how this goes down. You're ready to take this L. He said, y'all got to pull up to our house. That's fine. We rob and steal. So it's all right. That's called breaking and entering. We about to break in, steal your stuff, and run right back out. Not worried about y'all. I just have that confidence. Like, this might be the year. This is the year. I have that confidence. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But our defense has been moving heavy. Defense wins championships. And we've been playing like we want nothing less than the championship.
Hey, Craig, if you're listening to right now, man, Craig, just go in the comments. All right. If you want to pop on, all right. Right there. Go in the comments right there. All right. Just follow the link. Come right on in, man. It's real
All
easy to
right, guys.
use.
I got to cut out.
All right.
Y'all enjoy.
Leon
Hey
Drewski,
guys,
bud.
I got to bounce too, man.
All right.
Good
I
talking
got
to you
you.
guys.
No problem, man. Good talking to you, man. Good Niners.
All
All
right.
right.
Got you, man. Got you. Okay. Now, for me, I don't care who we go against in the second round. As long as we beat those Seahawks and go at the next round and beat whoever that is. I know if Philly gets beat by one of Dallas or Tampa Bay, I mean, I don't mind playing Dallas again or Tampa Bay because I know we beat them both. So, but that Philly game and us will be a hype game. Everybody's been waiting for it. Everybody's been watching out for it. And all right, let me do this real quick if I can. I'm gonna set a link to a guy that's been wanting to come on here. Give me 1 second, bud. I'm gonna let you on here, all right? Just give me a minute, okay? Give me a minute. All right. Give me 1 second. Bear with you guys. Sorry. He's been wanting to come on here, so he just can't find out how to do it. But it's really easy to use, so there you go. I sent you a link, Craig. You want to come in here, man? I got a little more time left here. You can come on in. All right. So basically, a lot of people I definitely want to if when we beat go to the Super Bowl. I'm sure everybody wants to see Kansas City against us again or Buffalo. So I mean, don't matter to me as long as we make it to the Super Bowl and win it. We had the number one defense for a reason, so that's the way it is. So that's how I think about it. I'm sure if I get a chance to, I'll be talking about it again before next weekend, before the game starts, and we'll get that going for a couple minutes or whatever. All right. So, yeah. So, like I sorry, my phone's been blasting in your guys' ears. I'm sorry. That's why I moved away from my computer. That way, no one can hear that much. So I know it's a loud ringer. I didn't want to interrupt you guys from listening to me. So, but I'm very excited. I'm sure all the faithful are excited. Doubt, Niners making it this far after we started 3-4, won 10 in a row, the league's highest, with a quarterback that's doing great, and man, there's so much to talk about, But the problem is I ain't got that much time to do it. So, but I'd love to at least have maybe 2 hours uneven Stevens to talk about it, But hopefully I'll be back on before Thursday, if possible. I know my wife's watching right now, probably. So I'm hoping she'll let me come on here for about an hour, 2 hours, either tomorrow night or Wednesday night. So I know usually me and wifey night. So you know how it is, guys. So I'm just saying, trying to see. I'm sure if she'll let me know if I'm allowed to come on or not. So that's why I did it early that one day. Did it early that night because after that was over, it was me and her time. So, but let me see here. Hey Bryant, there you go. 6-0 NFC West first since. Yep, that's right. 97. That's right. That's right. I know everybody's excited about it. Believe me, I am. I don't want to get too big head, people. Faithful. I don't want to get too big head about it because I know it feels good to get it out, excited for the game and where we're at right now. It would have been sweeter if we got the first seed, but we're satisfied with the second seed because no matter what, we are guaranteed 2 home games. They go to championship, and we can go back to Levi's for championship if the Eagles don't make it out of that divisional round. So if they either get beat by the Cowgirls or the Bucks, then we could be back home again for the championship. I'm sure everybody knows that by now. So Yeah, guys. So, like I said earlier, I don't know. I'll be going off here in about 5 minutes or so. But I just want to bring this up. I know I brought it up earlier, but it's been over a year for me on here, which I'm happy. I don't want to start crying because I did my crying earlier about it, but I'm very happy and where the show's going. You know, I know a lot of the other people that were on here before probably not gonna be around anymore. They probably don't want to do it anymore. It's all good. I understand. But one person once told me to keep going, keep going. Don't stop it, right? Don't stop. So basically, I took his words to heart. And look where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want. I pay a lot of money stuff to get the stuff going. So, but Bryant, I am very happy. The second seed keeps us hot. Yeah, because I figured we got 2 home games, and we can have a chance to go to the home game or championship too. You gotta figure that. That's it, Bryant. Yep, just keep grinding. I don't know if you're talking about me or you're talking about the 49ers. I hope you're talking about 49ers, not me. I ain't worried about that because, you know, I'm going to keep grinding no matter what. I just wanted to keep going, you know what I'm saying? So I love doing this. To me, it's not a hobby. To me, it's like a second family. My first family would be my wife, my kids, no matter what. You guys know that, right? You got families too. That's why this right here is probably my second family. So I love doing this, you know. So hey, Craig, if you're still on here, man, if you want to come on, come on. If you're still listening, yeah. Even Craig said it. Keep it going, bro. I will, man. I will. I thank you very much for hospitality and everything. Talking about you. Yeah, I got you, man. Thanks, Brian. Thank you, man. Thank you. Sincerely, thank you. Give me gold on nods, you know. So, yeah. But no, I just took myself out of the 49er stuff. Sorry about that. I just wanted to bring up that about the year thing for me. But the Ready Go 24/7 ain't going nowheres. It's here to stay, and I'm very very happy for it too. And I thank you all for coming on here and talking your shit, doing your stuff you always do. You know, you know, it's just a passion for mine. You know, I love doing it. I am not always here, but enjoy your show. Good vibes. It's all good, bro. Even if you're watching your phone, your tablet, laptop, desktop, doesn't matter. You know, you're here no matter what. So, Greg, I'll come on the next. Actually, no problem. You come on next one. No problem. I was just bull crap anyway for a little bit. But yeah, guys, it's been over a year for me, and I think yes, it'll be a year. A year. It's been over a year since Always Faithful 24/7. I'm not gonna tell you what happened to that unless you talk to me. Unless you talk to me off camera and talk to me on DM or talk to me on a recording and not live. I'm talking about not live. I'm talking about recording itself. Because a recording, you're not live. A recording is a whole different thing. Okay? A recording is way different than live. Even though you're live and you're being recorded, live is different than a recorded one. Okay, just so you know that. So if you want to know about what happened to Always Faithful 24/7, if you go back on Ready Go 24/7, all the way down to the bottom, you'll see my other shows I made over Always Faithful. And I'll tell you, if anybody wants to know about that, I'll let you know what happened. But I don't want to do it on live. So, but yeah. And come to think of it, before I said all that, Ready Go 24/7 will be 1 year old in next month, February. February was when I started Ready Go 24/7. Just so you know, okay. So it'll be 1 year for Red and Gold. All right. So, do you think Robbie Gold retires if the Niners win the Super Bowl this year? Patriot Bryant. That's a good question, though. It is. I'm sure that's a good question for the next show, of course. But to me, if he still has it, I'm sure he'll get one more year out of it. I mean, I don't know. Tell you the truth, I really don't know. Because the only field goal kicker I don't want is McLaughlin. That guy pissed me off. That kid pissed me off when he missed that friggin' field goal at the end of overtime at Seahawks. And you all remember that one. Because they had to Greenlaw intercepted that one ball and returned it. And we missed that field goal. And that's what helped Seahawks win it. So, for me, I want to keep them. Don't anybody else think that's their doings. For me, I keep them. If he wants to stay, if he retires, he retires. We'll go for another kicker. That's all. But yeah, basically that's what we got for you guys tonight. All right, it's almost 11:15 Eastern. All right, and I'm happy, very much happy where I'm at right now. I thank you all very much for coming in here. Even though the ones that didn't give you comments, Bryant, and of course Craig. Thank you guys for coming here for all your comments, man. Again, thank you. Thanks for your support. Thank you so much. So, and hopefully we'll be back. I'll let you guys know no matter what. Like I said, hit the like subscribe button. And once you hit the subscribe button, your bell will go off and you'll be notified when I go live again. All right. So, yeah, it's been over an hour show. So, yep. That way you know when I go live with you, whoever I get on here. All right. So, all right, guys. Well, I thank you very much. And yes, here's my wife. My wife. Hi, baby. I'll be there in a little bit, girl. I'll be a little bit. Don't worry. My beautiful wife, and I love her more than you can imagine. She gives me all support off the camera for the show and everything. She gives me all the support, and I love it. And she knows I love her for that. She knows it. All right. So, baby, to me, you, love you. Okay? Love you. And, of course, Bryant, if I had 2 bottles with me, I'd go just with it. But, thanks, Brian, man. Thanks, man. But, yeah, guys, that'll be it for me tonight. Hope you'll be back in a couple of days, hopefully. And, like I said, if you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, you'll know when we go live and we're all good to go. All right. So, like I always say to you guys, I got it right here, all written up. Keep the faith, no lose hope, guys. All right. I should say, we're out of here. Or I'm out of here. It doesn't matter. We're out of here, though. All right. Later, guys. Later. Welcome to the Red and Gold 24/7.
Ready, go, ready, go, ready, go, ready, go. Ready, go, ready, go, ready, go, ready, go.
Welcome to the Faithful Empire.